What else? What am I missing? So he gave me a little folder. I'm looking for it. I must have put it up, but it's just an army folder. That's my proof that I actually went to prove to you guys. And I get up my little nerve. So then what he did ask me to bring for next time was my medical records. All of my documentation, like my high school transcripts, my college transcripts or diploma. I kind of forgot that quick. Social security, driver's license, stuff like that. Pretty much proof of identity, and that'll help speed up the process. And he said the process can be like 2 weeks at the least or a month, and it's just depending on your pace. Because what I did like was it kind of go at your pace, because he was like, hey, you can do the practice test today if you want to. And I'm like, what about Saturday? Because and he was saying, as far as work, I can come in any day if I have to work, and they will make that happen, and I won't be in any trouble for missing work. But I won't be paid. But he said not to even worry about that. If I do want to come in and talk to them during my work hours, they'll handle it. And I was like, ooh, the rank, you know. But no, I'll probably wait just Saturday and do the test, and then bring in the documents that I need. Oh, one of the documents is your birth certificate too. So if you don't have that stuff, work on getting that. What else? Yeah, but that impressed me. I'm sorry. Back to go back to the work thing. That impressed me because I'm already like regarding my job. Um, mm, I'm trying to make sure I don't leave anything out. Mm, 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 Yeah, I told them I pretty much had an idea of what I would like to do, which would be a mental health specialist. I want to stay in the mental health field, so I know it's based on my score and everything, but that's primarily why I wanted to be enlisted, because I wanted to choose where I wanted to go, or at least have something close to what I want to do. But primarily, I want the job that I'm interested in. That's one of the reasons I joined, because I want to like just jump in already in the field that I'm interested in, instead of just waiting and waiting and waiting to get this piece of paper telling me that I can finally do what I really want to do with my life. So yeah, that's another thing. Pretty much, she did ask me, like any employee would ask me, why did I want to join the army? And if you've been on any interviews or many interviews, you know how to answer this question. You're pretty much advocating yourself, and I'm like, because I'm kind of stagnant where I am now. I tried to do the straight and narrow by going to school, getting a good job, pursuing higher education. However, I'm at a place where I kind of really feel stuck, and I'm looking for a new experience, and I want to travel. And being a part of the army, it comes with a certain level of honor, and gives you some type of purpose. Everybody want to wake up in the morning and feel like they're doing something important. So that helps. And when it comes to those type of questions, boom, 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 in the interviews, I know how to come up with something in fast. I hadn't even thought about if he asked me something like that. And he was like, okay, cool. We moved on. So I was like, okay, it sounds like that was a good answer. Okay, one thing I did leave out. So once I do submit my medical papers, he was saying, they may need additional testing. So I may have to get like blood work and stuff done if the medical chief pursued to get like additional things done on me to make sure that I'm fit enough, I guess. I may still have to do that, which that's fine. I know I'm healthy enough, so I'm not really not worried about that. But yeah, a shocker is he was like, "What is sickle cell trait?" Like he didn't even know. So that's why I made sure I, kind of picked a place where I know we as a culture are there, because there was a black lady there, and I believe she was a sergeant, and she had to break down to him what sickle cell trait was. And it's really not his specialty. Well, I don't even hold it against him because, sickle cell disease, the sickle cell trait is primarily in the African American community, particularly, in Africa. It comes from Africa. So, you know, him being not knowledgeable about that, it's pretty much due to culture. And one of the things he did say that stuck with me was he liked to travel, and the reason he liked to travel is because he gets to know different cultures, and it teaches him not to be ignorant, and that stood out to me. Especially with all this racism and stuff going on today, that stood out to me. I don't know if he was just trying to sound good to impress me, and that may be the case, but hearing that stood out to me. Coming in there and not just forcing something down my throat or forcing me to try to sign this contract, really taking the time to explain stuff to me and letting me choose this process as my own process and at my own speed and at my own pace. Really stood out to me too, because I was expecting to come in there and trying to get sold, trying to get a pitch, trying to get these papers signed today, and I was really expecting that, and that's what I had like butterflies about. But no, it was totally different. Like Tamar said, totally different. This man right here is totally different. Yeah, this man was totally different. Like I said, he made sure I understood it was at my pace, and if I really want to speed it up, it can be 2 weeks. I can be shipped 2 weeks, boom, bye. It could be a month. So yeah, that's my experience of today. Um, I promise to be more dialed up next time. It's just I'm tired, one of those days is Monday. Um, I keep you guys advised. I'll be back Saturday. Um, if anything else come to mind, I may make another possible video. Feel free to leave any tips, comments, concerns, as well as if you are thinking of going to the Army and you want some questions asked or anything, I can definitely do that for you. Just let me know. Send me a message, hit me up on a comment or anything, and I can get your questions asked as well. I can do a video for that for you. Like I said, you know, I'm doing this for my personal journey. I'm doing this for a record. I'm doing it for the people like me who would want to see everything played out from the jump, from the beginning. Um, because a lot of people make videos, but it's not necessarily from the beginning. And I understand you can't really do the whole process, but that's why I really tried to start with just having a thought or just having a process of having to tell my family and not really having the support that you would like to have. But I'm just doing it for the next person who is going through that. Like even today with my sister, and I called her and told her how it went, she was still rant on about how she think I'm having like a crisis at the moment, and I get bored easily. This is just some of the comments I've been hearing over the day, and it's over the last few days. And I'm like, I don't really want to hear that. It's not your life, it's my life. And even if you do feel that way, people do not want to hear that all the time. And sis, if you see this, it's just the truth. Like, you don't necessarily have to agree with me. Like, I don't agree with everybody that I come across and their opinion, but you can't change people. You can't force them to see it your way. You can't persuade anybody. And why even try? Like, who has time for that? So, yeah. This is just, for the person who is coming along and got the same little process as me, the same little circle, the same little thoughts. We'll be each other's support. How about that? So, yep, on that note, peace and love, beauties. See you next time.